Right, but I want to talk about the striker search at Manchester United. That's something that we must do. We have to bring in a striker in the summer. That must be the first protocol that we go to sign Xerxes, and Xerxes hasn't been doing good enough. Rasmus Højlund, with all due respect, hasn't been doing good enough either. And if you want to change, we need to bring in a clinical striker. I'll be talking about three potential strikers Manchester United must sign in the summer window. I know the January window has just finished, but looking on to the summer, we have been linked to some strikers. So I'll be taking you through three, the likelihood of that happening, and much more. So let's get straight into it. Listen, we are in need of a striker, and the first one is Harry Kane. There's been reports in the last couple of days that he could potentially leave in Bayern Munich. Now, Harry Kane, 31, he obviously went to Bayern Munich 2 seasons ago. A player who's always been linked to Manchester United, and when he was leaving Spurs, there was heavy interest in which Manchester United were going to sign him. Now, I think I seen he has a £65 million release clause, which could potentially open the eye for Manchester United to go and sign him. Now, in terms of, we need to obviously let players go. You'll probably see Antony leave on a permanent deal, Casemiro leave on a free agent, Eriksen leave. Who else? Lindelof, Johnny Evans, Malacia is probably going to go, Luke Shaw. These sorts of players, it does open money, and wages would be saved to potential. I know you're saying you can't use all the money, but we will have money to come and sign Harry Kane. And I think we know the attributes that he has. I don't think he's like 50-something goals or 40-something goals away from being the all-time Premier League leading goal scorer. Listen, we know the quality's there. He's a leader. There wouldn't be too much money on potentially bringing him back. I think he's a very, very good, technically, and an all-round great striker. His finishing is one of the best in the world, and I think he's very, very good on the ball. His ability, his leadership, his quality, and I think someone who Ruben Amorim will like a lot at Manchester United. As I said, Premier League proven. He's scoring. He had 56 goal contributions last season for Bayern Munich. I think we know he will work at the Prem. Again, in terms of would he leave Bayern Munich in the current state that he is, the likelihood of Manchester United winning a trophy, because that's something that he needs. He is 32, so he wouldn't really be someone building for the future. He wouldn't have two. I know Ronaldo's still playing at 40, but I don't think he'd have too many years left at the top level, so that would probably be the only thing steering him away from signing for Manchester United. Now, the second striker, Viktor Gyökeres. He's someone who's obviously Amorim worked with, knows a lot about from his days at Sporting. I think with Gyökeres, there definitely is a player there. He's a very good physical striker. We know he can score goals. He left Coventry, what was it, for 1 mil. He was at Brighton. He's doing so good for Sporting. He's scoring goals in the Champions League. Listen, I don't think he is like as good as the finisher as Harry Kane, but I think in the Premier League, Arsenal being linked to City, Gyökeres is certainly a player I would love to sign at United. I think he has got like a £60 million release clause as well. Amorim will certainly be interested in signing him. The striker position is so important for Manchester United, and I think Gyökeres does have that quality. I think he could work in the Premier League. He's at the right age. He's about 25, 26, which again is a decent age for a striker entering the prime years. So he isn't too old. I think he is a very, very talented player. You can see that when he plays. He's just a good finisher, someone that we need hold at play. He could potentially, all these strikers or Rasmus Højlund and Xerxes could potentially learn from someone like Gyökeres. It'd be easy because he knows the Amorim system. Again, he's got ridiculous number of goal contributions this season, which is always a benefit. You need a striker who can score goals and who is confident, and I think Gyökeres can do that. Obviously, he's played in the Championship. He's played in, well, I don't know if he actually played any games for Brighton. When he debuted, he's 26. He played 20 matches this season in Liga Portugal, 22 goals, 3 assists. As I said, he played 3 games for Brighton, so yeah, Coventry, he had decent stats, but in terms of Sporting, look at his stats. So last season, this was when Ruben Amorim 4 season, he played 50 games, 43 goals and 14 assists, so 57 goal contributions in 50 games. This season so far, he's played 34 games, 34 goals, 6 assists, so 40 goal contributions in 34 games. Like, his stats are ridiculous. He's played at Brighton, Coventry, Swansea, barely any game for them. But I think right now he's at the peak of his career. And I think someone Manchester United, for me, should go out and sign. He's proven it. Champions League, that he can do it. That's obviously we know that, but he's someone who scores goals for fun at the moment, and I think someone with Manchester United will benefit from signing. Now, the third and final one, Victor Osimhen. Now, Osimhen, for me, has been linked to Manchester United. Well, not for me, but he has been linked to Manchester United. For me, again, is a very good striker. He's currently on loan at Galatasaray. He's 26. He's got 16 goals and assists in 60 matches in the Super League, 12 goals, 4 assists. Again, someone's on loan, has been heavily linked to Chelsea. He does have very good numbers as well. In terms of last 2 seasons, 20 goal contributions last season, 32 games, and 22 goal contributions in 22 games this season. A very, very talented player. I think he has got some good assets. He's played in Champions League, he's played for Napoli. Is this the perfect time in his career to come to the Premier League? But they're the 3 strikers. I'm going to give you my verdict on who Manchester United should sign. For me, has to be Victor Gyökeres. He knows the Amorim system. He's got ridiculous goal contributions. He's in the peak years of his career. I know you say Harry Kane's the best sort of player out there, but in terms of realistic, I think Gyökeres is the one. With the relationship with Amorim, I think that will help. You could probably get the fee down as well. He'd be willing to join Manchester United. He's been linked to us many times before. I think he would be a very good striker that Manchester United will be lucky to have at the team. As I said, Osimhen. There'll be other strikers. We've been linked to Jonathan David, Liam Delap, who've been linked to Evan Ferguson. So there are options out there. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Peace.